You can't be an observer of your own life. You have to be the architect. What if I told you the empire you dream about, the life you secretly imagine when no one's watching, will never exist as long as you keep feeding yourself excuses? Because here is the truth. Empires aren't built in the comfort of someday. They aren't built in the safety of, I'll try later. They aren't built while you wait for the perfect moment, the perfect resources, or the perfect version of yourself. They are built in the mess, in the chaos, in the middle of fear and uncertainty. Excuses are the bricks you stack to build walls around your own potential. And every time you say, I can't, I'm not ready, or I don't have what it takes, you're adding another layer to the prison you're living in. The people who build empires, real empires of success, impact, and legacy, aren't born with fewer problems than you. They're not handed more hours in the day, they're not magically fearless, and they don't have a secret shortcut you can't access. The difference is, they choose action over excuses every single time. They've felt tired, broke, unsupported, and misunderstood. But they kept building anyway. They laid bricks when it was raining. They kept going when no one believed in the blueprint but them. And they didn't wait for someone to rescue them because they understood no one else coming to save them. Your excuses might feel valid. You might think, but I really don't have the money. I really don't have the time. I really don't have the support. But the problem isn't the lack of resources. It's the lack of resourcefulness. History is full of people who built greatness from nothing. They didn't start with what they wanted. They started with what they had. They didn't wait for their fear to disappear. They moved forward in spite of it. That's what separates the builders from the dreamers. Action without permission. You think your fear is the problem, but it's not. Fear will never go away. The problem is that you've given your excuses a louder voice than your hunger. You've let why you can speak louder than why you must. And as long as that continues, your life will look exactly the same year after year. You'll keep saying, next year will be my year, while time quietly takes away the chances you'll never get back. If you were put on this earth with a mission, then your mission won't wait for you. It will keep moving forward, hour by hour, day by day. And if you want to catch up, if you want to play your part, you have to make up for lost time. If you don't, you'll become a casualty of your own inaction. Your mind will find a way to justify it, to explain it away. It will come up with reasons why you couldn't do it, why it doesn't apply to you, why you're better off without it. But the truth is, the only person you're fooling is yourself. The real world doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't reward participation trophies. It doesn't offer second chances. And your dreams are in the real world, not in some fantasy land where everything is easy and everyone applauds your efforts. You can choose to build your empire today. You can start small, but start now. Don't wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow will be filled with the same distractions, the same temptations, the same voices telling you to quit. Build while you can. Build while you have this energy, this passion, this fire in your belly. Build now, and don't stop until you've built something bigger than yourself, something that outlasts you, something that makes you truly free. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. There's a hidden cost to everything you do. Everything. Whether it's the things you want, the things you don't want, the things you try to avoid, every decision you make has a cost. Some people learn to live with their cost, others fight against it. The problem is most people don't even realize it. They wake up one morning and look around and wonder how they got here. Then they complain that life dealt them a bad hand. But listen, the cards you're dealt don't determine the hand you play. The choices you make do, and that goes for everything in life. You can choose to ignore the fact that you're overweight, that you're broke, that you're single. You can choose to live with it, fight it, or ignore it. But all those come with a cost. Let me share something with you. Don't underestimate the cost of your excuses. Every time you give in to them, you're trading progress for comfort. You're letting your dreams slip further away in exchange for a moment of relief. But comfort is a thief. It will steal your time, your ambition, and eventually your life. The longer you delay, the more it costs. And one day the price will be more than you can afford. If you're tired of living with the cost, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you have to get angry at your excuses. You have to treat them like the enemy they are. Stop feeding them with your attention, your agreement, your belief. Start questioning them. Every time you think, I can't, ask yourself, is that the truth, or is that just fear talking? Every time you say, I'll do it later, ask yourself, what am I really afraid of doing now? And every time you feel the urge to stop, remind yourself that stopping won't make it easier. Starting will. Do you feel that fire inside you? Good. Hold on to that anger. Let it fuel you, let it drive you, because it means you still have a chance to make a change. But I'm warning you, if you let that anger die, if you let it fade away into complacency, then you'll pay a much higher cost. Are you willing to pay that price? Because there's a cost to ignoring your dreams, to ignoring your potential, to ignoring your gift. And one day you might pay that cost alone. You have to get angry. The world doesn't understand your blueprint. Only you do. You see it in your mind. You've seen it in your imagination. You've felt it in your bones. That's not an accident. It's a calling. You were shown that vision for a reason, but the blueprint is useless if it stays locked inside your head. You have to take it out, get your hands dirty, and start laying bricks. Every great empire was built one brick at a time, and every bricklayer makes mistakes, breaks some, loses some. It's part of the process. Yes, you'll make mistakes. Yes, you'll have setbacks. But every empire that has ever stood the test of time was built on perseverance, not perfection. There's someone out there building right now while you're thinking about building. There's someone with fewer resources, less talent, and more obstacles than you. But they're laying bricks while you're making excuses. And if you keep waiting, they'll be the one living your dream while you're left wondering what happened. You have to get angry at the thought of anyone else taking what's rightfully yours. You have to get angry at the injustice of it all. Someone else reaping the rewards of your labor. Someone else living the life you were meant to live. Someone else building the empire that you could have built. When you get to that point, then you'll move. You'll find a way. The excuses will fall away and you will be left with just you and your work and the fire in your belly. And that's where you'll find your power. The truth is, no one will remember the excuses you made. They'll only remember what you built or what you didn't. 10 years from now, do you want to be explaining why it never happened, or do you want to be standing inside the empire you built with your own 2 hands? That choice is yours, and it starts now. This is not about waiting until you're ready. This is about moving before you're ready. This is about understanding that action creates readiness, not the other way around. The clock is ticking. Your empire won't build itself, and every excuse you use today is one less brick in the walls of your legacy. So stop waiting for perfect. Stop hiding behind fear. Stop letting your mind talk you out of your own greatness. Pick up the first brick, lay it down, and then pick up another. Build when it's hard. Build when it's lonely. Build when no one is watching, because one day they will watch. They will see the empire you've created, and they'll think it happened overnight. But you'll know the truth. You'll know it was built day by day, choice by choice, moment by moment, without excuses. Excuses don't build empires. Action does, and your empire is waiting. The only question left is, are you ready to start building, or are you going to keep talking about it? Because the world doesn't need another excuse. It needs what you were born to create. Now go build it.